came from a phone conversation I had with SLG. John and I were on the phone, and he was trying to smarten me up, even though I was already aware of this particular thing, smart me up by not giving away my sex, not making sex with every single girl that I see. And then I went into this whole promo rant, whatever you want to call it, about how my penis is a product, and I don't let everyone sample the product, and because if you give it out, the value goes down, but if you keep it more exclusive, value goes up. So really, the product's about my penis. Yeah. It's about my penis. Look at it. Look at it. Right? I have plenty of influences in the business, much like anybody has plenty of influence on the business. I don't think any one stands out like a sore thumb. However, just so you know, my intentions getting into the business were never to be the next Shawn Michaels or Kurt Angle or Chris Jericho or whoever you want to say. My goal in this business is for somebody to one day say they want to be the next David Starr. Because that's who I'm trying to be. I'm being the first ever David Starr. My moveset comes more from my amateur wrestling background than it does from an actual professional wrestler. Shawn didn't really do that as much. But in terms of my finish and my entrance, there's a lot more to that spinning when you walk into the ring and my song and all that stuff than it is, oh, that reminds me of Shawn Michaels. No, that's embodying my own character, which is entirely separate from Shawn Michaels. Never do I say, I'm a sexy boy. I don't. The reason I know that I am is because I get offered modeling contracts, and because I'm in movies, and because every single time I'm a heel, I hear fans say, you're ugly, when I never even mention that I'm good looking. Or when I'm a babyface, I don't mention I'm good looking, but when I take off my jacket, I hear, ooh, from all the girls in the crowd. I don't say anything, but this is what happens. I always take something away from wrestling with Tommy. Physically being with Tommy is great. And someone else that needs to be tied into that whole conversation is John again. John managing me, Tommy physically in there with me, and Jason backstage as a creative mind. There's not really a better team that I could ask for. Working with Jason in the back as a creative mind is always fun. He knows story structure, knows how to little pulls on people. Tommy in the ring, there's not a better wrestler out there, in my opinion. And John with promos and emotional connection and everything. Those three together have helped take me from when I debuted less than a year ago in ECPW to headlining their biggest shows every month. So I really couldn't ask for a better team to be working with. There's a lot of things that David Starr is, and suck isn't one of them. I hear people say that, and I just know they're simply projecting, because they chant you suck at me because they know that my life is so great. And it's hard for them to grasp that I'm living out each and every one of their little hopes and dreams, and they can't quite grab it. To be honest, they see what I'm doing, and they wish they had a piece of it. Sorry, you're not made to do this. Well, I've been training really hard down at the CZW Training Academy, and I've wrestled a lot of great wrestlers. I've been on the road with Shane Strickland, Latin Dragon, I've learned from A.R. Fox, Alex Colon, Sami Callihan, Adam Cole, world champion Masada, a legitimate world champion, not just an indie title name that they throw out there. Masada's traveled all over the world. All those guys have traveled all over the world, and I've watched plenty of them work. I've spoken to them. They've given me great advice, and I respect the hell out of each and every one of them. But when I take a look at the independent wrestling scene, and like I said, I respect every one of them, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but I believe in my heart of hearts there's not a single person out there who I can't become better than. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I don't mean that with any disrespect. But that's really what I believe in this business. You have to be. Because I'll quote Shawn Michaels. My confidence created a lot of strained relationships when I was on my way up in this business. But that same thing that caused strained relationships is also what made me great. And I live by that. And I truly believe that I can become the very best there is that this business has to offer. The idea in this business is to draw money. And I feel that on a small scale, I'm starting to do that. Which is, as Al Snow would say, the most important thing you can do. If you can't put asses every 18 inches, get the fuck out of the business.